The title of the session is Personal Responsibility, which is all about respecting the connection, having this deep sense of reverence for others and respecting others. So the first point is I'm aware of what I'm feeling and why.
It is. And what's so wonderful, I find, about being aware of what you're feeling and why you're feeling it is that you get to be healed, actually. Because relationships with human beings can be incredibly painful and can be absolutely wonderful, but it can also be traumatizing. So we know we can experience wonderful things in closeness and connection, but we can also experience trauma. And so it really puts pressure on this question of how do we get healed? And what we've observed is that the healing journey starts, right, with actually tapping into what is it that I'm feeling? Which sounds simple, but sometimes can be challenging. When you're aware of what you're feeling, and you're aware of where those feelings come from, what experiences that they're connected to, you're no longer thinking, am I feeling the right thing or the wrong thing? And you're no longer thinking, am I crazy? You're thinking, yeah, I'm feeling this, and this is why. And now I know what to do about that. I can go on a journey to get the healing that I need, which is absolutely wonderful. And that brings us to our second point, which is I know who I am and I stick to my values. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, well, when I know who I am and I know what I value in life, people also know what to expect. So I get to be trusted. People look at me and think, oh, I know why she's doing that. She said that this was important to her. And that can be a really hard one because sometimes we don't know, right? We don't know what we need. We don't know our values. And so therefore, it's so important to actually focus on that long enough so that people experience us in a consistent way and we get to be trusted.
Absolutely. So good.
The next point is I am in control of me and not in control of you.
This is one of my favorite points of all because if I recognize that I'm in control of me, right, and not in control of you, which is the reality, whether or not I think that's the reality, that actually is the reality. I'm in control of me and you're in control of you. That means I'm taking responsibility for me no matter what, and that means I get to grow, right? I'm not waiting for the world around me to change and treat me the way I want to be treated before I get to grow personally in my character. And so if I'm taking absolute responsibility for everything that I bring into my relationships, no matter how I'm being treated, that means I am going to be on a fast track to growing in my character and my ability to love others well. And a big part of that is point 4, which is I forgive and retain a judgment-free heart, which is really, really challenging. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I'm really responsible for honoring and respecting you. And that means I refuse to judge you. I refuse to look at you in a negative light. And that means that I get to experience satisfaction even when you do things I don't understand. Because I go and find a place where I stand maybe at a healthy distance sometimes, but with a sense of satisfaction inside that I'm honoring and respecting you. Because you get to be different from me if you want to. And so you really do end up enjoying your life a lot more if you respect and honor people for being different from you and refuse to engage in unforgiveness, bitterness, and judgment.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing that we would ever want to give away responsibility for ourselves, but we can see the connection between responsibility and freedom. If I take full responsibility for me, that means I'm free. When we give away responsibility for ourselves, we're actually also giving away our freedom. And we don't want to give away our freedom. We want to live lives that are powerful and free, and that starts with taking full responsibility for ourselves, which is why personal responsibility is always going to be the foundation of a healthy relationship.